Hey everybody, I'm Brian SilverBax and welcome to Shooting the Shit. I'm gonna go over, it's been about 2 weeks now since HeroesCon and I haven't posted anything, my bad. So HeroesCon, it was a 3-day convention in Charlotte, North Carolina. I had to drive, like 5-6 hours to get there. And me and Mrs. SilverBax had to stay in a hotel and we stayed with Amos and his girlfriend. So overall, this was my first huge convention, and it was overwhelming to say the least. There were so many artists there, and I'm gonna venture to say that about 2/3 of them were better than me, and another third I had them beat. But it was really intimidating to be there because there's a lot of people there that are doing the same thing I'm doing, but I believe have the potential to be working in the industry as I am not. It was really cool, man. I got to meet I don't know how you pronounce it, Savy, Savay Lim, and he's the one that put Deadpool in my Deadpool book. And I got to meet Matari for the first time. I talked to Matari probably for the 4 months leading up to HeroesCon. And Matari and I are both in this, like, we want to do cool shit, but we're not doing cool shit, so let's do it together. So HeroesCon was our first big convention, and it was also the first time that we met each other. So we had booths right next to each other, and he's selling his paintings, and he was actually painting next to Scotty Young on the auction table for where you paint to do you paint for charity. You go up to this little section in HeroesCon, and any art that you create in this section is going to be donated to the auction, and the money raised from the auction goes to a charity. Well, there's Matari painting Harley Quinn, and then right next to him is Scotty Young. I didn't know that, right? So I'm saying, hey, Matari, what's going on? I walk up to him, and I left my booth, and Mrs. Silverback's watching the table. Hey, Matari, what's going on? He's like, oh, man, I'm just having fun, man. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And I was like, all right, cool. And I look over to his right, and there's this dude who's painting like a little female Spider-Gwen with a blue cityscape. And I was like, man, that guy's painting a real Scotty Young style artwork right there. And then Scotty Young turns around and looks at me and gives me like this smirk, like, motherfucker, you know it's me. And I didn't know it was him at the time when I said that. So at least I didn't say it looks like a fake rip-off Scotty Young, but it was pretty cool. So all those pictures all those paintings got auctioned off. Matari did a great job. He ended up, I think he auctioned off like 3 oil paint or mixed media paintings and several prints. It was pretty cool. So that was a cool part of it, seeing Scotty Young. And then on Saturday, Stan Lee showed up to HeroesCon, which is not a usual event. And Stan Lee was charging $65 for an autograph. And the Stan Lee pass for the convention was $500. So a lot of people's money for Saturday went to Stan Lee. And when I went and talked to all the other artists that were there at HeroesCon, they were like, dude, Stan Lee stole our money. Like, everybody was waiting in line, not spending money. Everybody paid to have a picture with Stan Lee, no more expendable money. And everybody took like everybody took it in the butt on Saturday, from what I talked about to other guys. But it was really cool for me, because those artists and the other guys that were around me weren't doing anything, and so I said, hey, throw some Deadpools in my Deadpool book. And you guys can see the Deadpools on my Deadpool book on Facebook, where I get other artists to input an entry, if you're not familiar. So I ended up getting about 6 Deadpools in my book for that convention. Let's see, Sunday was kind of cool. I ended up sticking around all day, all the way till 6 p.m. It's just, man, I actually met people that said, dude, I love your stuff. I didn't know it was you, but you're the guy that did the picture with the Harley Quinn and the Deadpool. And I was like, yeah, that was me. And it was awesome to communicate with that guy. He was just so enamored with the fact that I was the guy that did it, and he actually got the. That was pretty cool. I don't normally get shit like that, so that made me feel pretty good. And there was a couple of other people that walked up to me and be like, "Oh, hey man, I follow you on Facebook. I didn't know I didn't know you would be here or whatever. I didn't know that was you. And glad to meet." And that's the kind of cool shit. Here's another thing. I met a lot of other artists at HeroesCon that are trying to make their way in the comic book market, and this is all they've got. They've got their comic. They've created their own comic book. They've got their own shit going on, but they don't know shit about the T-shirt game, about the Neato shop, about the T Public and Ripped and T Villain and all these other sites that you can do to help like push your artwork out there. And if your shit's cool, people are going to see it. So it was really fun talking to some of those people. And when you give them that spark of like, hey, I'm not trying to hog everything. I've already got the Neato shop and the T Public and the Society 6 and the Redbubble and all that shit. But why don't you look into this kind of stuff and try to get your shit on point? And they're like, dude, no one ever tells us this shit because they all want to keep it to themselves. And I'm here to tell you that I want everybody who has the means to help somebody out in this artistic world, game, whatever the fuck it is, help somebody else out, man. You're not going to be a hog, man. If your shit's tight, your shit's tight, and you don't have to worry about the market being flooded. I think I just spit over there. It's kind of weird. Maybe I need some alcohol. Nothing like some Tito's and OJ. All right, but share with everybody, man. We have to share. That's the only way shit's gonna pop. And I really wish that more people would be into stuff like that. Alright, I'm done preaching. HeroesCon was awesome. Charlotte, North Carolina. I plan on going back next year. Randall Bishop and his Hawk of New York, they had a pretty good showing. They actually got on the local news. And then right next to him was the Pickle Scary Tales Noir, which is Veggie Tales meets Sin City. Dude, it's a Detective Pickle kicking ass. So you might want to check that out. But there's so much cool stuff. And you don't have to know the material to go there and enjoy it. There's so many people having fun. I'm going to go back next year. HeroesCon was awesome. And I hope to see you there. And maybe I'll see you at a different convention or whatever. But please, support local artists. Support people trying to do big things. And shit, do big things yourself, man. Alright? Peace.